Hello my lovely viewers. Today is a very special one. Today's topic is about how can you import goods from Turkey. I know some of you are really wondering because in China, for example, there are a couple of websites that you can it's easy for you to go there and buy goods and then you can ship them. The question here is that what about Turkey? Where can you go to? How can you do it? Now in Turkey, one of the biggest challenges is that Turkey do not have like a platform like Alibaba where companies can go directly and then display their products. Okay, so because of this, we have come together because I have been in Turkey. I school in Turkey, and I have a company in Turkey, and I have an office in Turkey as well. And I work as an export manager in one company. I'm going to leave my card. This is my card actually. I work in this company as well. So my question here is that we have developed a strategy that can help you and me, or that can help anyone that want to buy goods from Turkey here, to make so easy. Let me just give some scenario. There was one guy that I met at exhibition. This is a feeding animal feed company. They produce animal feed and additive and as well. So this guy, when I met him, I told him at least I can help him with a lot of things. So I was there about 2 weeks ago. And then he called me. Actually, he texted me actually. He said, "Hey, Sheriff, I have a 4 pallet," and given the dimension, everything, said, "I have some animal feed to ship to Nigeria. Can you arrange a logistic for me?" I said, "Yeah, I can." So within some few days, I was able to arrange everything and send him the price. So, and then he linked me up. He gave my number to the buyer in Nigeria. So I communicated with the buyer. We talked everything, and then we have agreed to make the payment in Nigeria. So those of you who are from Nigeria watching this video, it's very good for you. If you want to buy anything from here, just hit me up. I'm going to help you in Turkey. I'll do arrangement for the logistics and other things. Now, when you are buying things from Turkey, most often people think like, oh, buying things from Turkey is very, very expensive or very, very difficult. It's very easy. Okay, it is expensive because the person that you met also is meeting another person who is not direct supply. For example, so for instance, to make like a t-shirt, for example, you can get for like $1, $2, even some you can even get like 50 cents. But the question here is how can you have access to these people? If you want to make your own brand, for example, these are things that are so common in Turkey. Like these are the basic things. Textiles is the basic thing. Anywhere you go, it is there. You understand? But the question is who are you going to, and how are you going to deal with this person? It's very, very important. So I'm here. I'm just telling you that if you want to buy anything from Turkey and you find it difficult, contact me. What you can do is that send me the items you want to buy. Send it to me. Send the specifications. And we'll look for a cheaper and a good quality product from Turkey and then ship it to your destination. I am always there. My number is, I leave my website, my number on my channel, on my TikTok, and you can visit my YouTube channel as well. From there you can see that I have a lot of things over there that I can share with you, because my main goal is to make things so easy for people, because people really want to do business in Turkey, but the question is that when it comes to logistics, it's very difficult, and the logistics in Turkey is much cheaper as compared from China. For example, like a 20-footer container, for example, from Turkey, you can get for like, to Nigeria, you can get for almost like $2,000, even less than that, but in China it's almost like $3,000. You understand? So when you do the comparison, and then the shipping, the logistics, the time it takes the container from here to your country is much shorter than from China. And the quality also is very good. I'm not saying the quality of Chinese is not good. Of course, in China, it all depends on the money or the amount of money you are paying, determine the goods they're going to give it to you. But when it comes to Turkey here, Turkey, they have a standard, which means that you cannot go below that standard when you are producing. And then they have way of doing a lot of things. So, and I also invite people for exhibitions in Turkey, basically, because this year alone, like next month, you have about 3 exhibitions that is coming on. And those of you who are willing to attend also should kindly go to my website, fill the form. I'll give you a special invitation. You apply for a visa and you are free to come. Your accommodation, the picking you up from the airport, and the breakfast is all included, and you have the chance to see a lot of supplies that you have never seen before. About 10,000 supplies will be available, and a lot of a special meeting will be held between you and the suppliers as well. Those of you that are very serious buyers and really want to do business in textiles, in fire, in construction materials, all these kind of things, everything is in Turkey. Why then do you want to bother yourself? I'm here to help you. I'm here to help each other. I'm here to answer your questions. That's why I'm here. I have seen a lot of people making mistakes. When I had a chance to work in this company, for example, maybe you can see my name over there. This. Okay. When I started working from this company, I have seen a lot of mistakes that they're doing, and most of times, what happens is that the people from Africa, they really want to buy, they really want to do business, but when it comes to communication level, because these people, they have so many buyers from Europe and other countries in such a way that they don't really have time to deal with African customers. Because in Africa, what we understand or the way we do our business is way far different from the way the Western or the European do their business. For example, in Africa, most often we are more concerned about the price. Okay, we are much concerned about the price. So you see that at the end of the day, if you are not getting the target price from the supplier, then we lose hope. That's what normally happens in Turkey. That's what I observe in this company. Basically, this is what I observe, because most often they have gotten like a people from Nigeria. They want to buy like a towels, paints, pipes. Then when they're doing communication, because they also have a standard they have to meet, then the communication ends somewhere, and then the customer is gone. So I was explaining to them that, listen, in Africa, what I understand is that what we have grown to know is that we are more concerned about the price, how cheap the item is, than the quality. So if you really want them to buy your product, you have to play with the quality, and that doesn't mean that you have to send a bad quality product to the person. No. You understand? You have to sell a good quality product, but at a reasonable price for the person. Because we have a standard here that normally you sell to people and they are willing to buy at all costs. But in Africa, it doesn't happen standard. Not everyone has that kind of like money. For example, someone really want to enjoy the luxury of like eating with a fork and knife, but he will prefer to replace it with a plastic. So when you understand this logic with these people, you understand that it is so easy to deal with Africa. And that is why China is always ahead of you. So when I explain this to them, now any person that comes to them that hint anything, for example, they have way now to try to say, okay, if this is the case, we can still get them. We can still put this kind of equipment or this kind of a motor or this kind of a material which is similar to this, but just that the quality is much cheaper than this, and then we can give it to them, and then they can also enjoy that luxury life that they want. And that's so. I was explaining to my boss, and my boss was like, "Hey, wow! Then it's very difficult to deal with." I said, it's not difficult to deal with Africans. Basically, it's just difficult for you to compromise with what they want. Let me just give another scenario. Last week, I had a friend from Sierra Leone. Actually, he said he needed diapers. So the condition is that he gave a target price. The target price is that he wants in a packet. He wants 180 pieces of diapers. Should be $5.6. So when he said that to me, that is so easy for me, because I had a friend that works in the diapers company. He's a Ghanaian. Actually, we are from the same city, involved in the Hawaii. So I called him and say, man, Charlie, I get something to give you. So waiting, I want the diapers. He asked, what will be your target price? Me, I don't get target price. My target price be $4 per 180 pieces. So when he went there, when he went there, I say, he got one. I said, listen, I don't want any printing on the diaper. I just want a diaper without any printing, okay? Because what also make it cost is the printing and all that things as well. And when you take the printing out, for example, the diapers, it's just a very cheap item. It's the packaging, the printing, and the design that makes it so expensive. So I don't want any of that. So when I was there, he called me back and said, okay, bro, 180 pieces is $1. You see, something that is from that price. So it means that the printing and the packaging alone is what make the diapers very expensive. You understand? So when you understand this logic, because this is what is people don't really understand with Turkish people. Because when it comes to Turkey, they don't really understand the logic of an Africans, how we think about business, how we want to do our thing. They don't really understand it. What they think, because they always deal with people from Germany, people who are coming from Europe. So in Europe, they have the standard. You cannot just go and sell an European with a naked diapers without you packaging, without a brand, without anything. You can't do that. No one is going to buy. But in Africa, you can package it nicely in a bag without the labeling and anything, and people still buy. So when you understand this logic from all this point of view, it's so easy to deal with Turkey. So if you want anything from Turkey, let me just give it. If you want anything from Turkey, okay, and you think I find it very difficult, what I want to do is that I'm going to leave my number, or you can go to my website, fill the form, and send it to me. That hey, listen, I want this item, and this is my target price. Okay. Now, sometimes also when you are giving your target price, let it be realistic. You understand? Let's be realistic to ourselves, because there are some items that you cannot just come and say you want to buy a sofa set for $100. Then if you want a sofa set for $100, then it means that you are buying because of course you can get a sofa set for $100. Now, let's just be realistic. So you want a sofa set for $50, for example. It doesn't. Where are you going to buy a sofa set for $50? Let's be realistic. Let's be realistic to ourselves. So sometimes you have to understand that whatever you are working as a target price, let it make sense. Let the thing make sense here. Because when it makes sense, it's so easy for you to deal with the people. Sometimes when I go to when I go to the supplies, for example, like today, I went to pick some item, a T-shirt that we are printing for one school from Sierra Leone, for example. When I went there, because they know me, I've always been printing T-shirt from them. So when I went there, we are about to print about 10,000 pieces of T-shirts. So when I went there, I met the boss. I told the driver, hey, listen, I need a sample. It's okay. Within 2 weeks, within 1 week to be ready. Yeah, and within 1 week, the T-shirts are ready, and I want to pick them up. They are behind them. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that anytime that you want to buy something from Turkey, you have to understand that the people you are dealing with, if the person is not a direct supplier or is a middleman, you will always have higher price. Okay, you will always have a higher price. There are some instances, for example, like I got